Today we are going to teach you to crochet this cream birthday hat. Today we are going to teach you how to crochet this cream birthday hat. The threads used are red and white for strand cotton. And then, the other colors are this green and the others. Whatever. Everyone can just use the color that suits them. And the amount of both is about 15 grams. The basic tools used are 2.5 毫米 crochet hook, scissors, sewing needles and marker buttons. This cream birthday hat is made of the strawberry body on top of the head, and then this tie is the same as this little bow underneath the tape. Next, we'll start with the main body. Let's start with the white part of the magic ring, 6 single crochets. Wrap the thread, forming a loop on the middle finger. Then we hook 6 single crochets inside this loop. First of all, hook a chain stitch. Then the crochet hook is threaded through this loop. The thread is pulled out of the loop, and then the wire is wound again. At the same time, hook out these 2 coils into a single crochet. Then we repeat with 6 single crochets. After the 6 single crochets are done, we find the position of the first stitch. If you're new to this, it is recommended to fasten the marker button on the first stitch. Then we put this thread on the crochet hook, and we hook it around the thread, ship stitch and hook a chain stitch. Then we start the second loop. For the second loop, we'll start with a hook, single crochet. Then to the next coil, hook and increase. After you're done, hook a single crochet in each of the next 2 loops. Then in the next stitch, hook and increase. And then a single crochet in the next loop. Our second loop is complete. Find the first ship stitch. Hook a chain stitch. Next, we'll start the third loop. We'll start the third loop with 3 single crochets, 1 in each direction. 2, 3, hook and increase when you're done. Next, 3 single crochet hooks. Last hook, increase, completing the third lap. Ship stitch then chain stitch. Next, we'll start hooking the fourth loop. Let's start with 2 single crochets. Then 1 increase. And then 4 single crochet hooks. When we're done, we'll hook another increase. Next, 2 single crochet. Finish with the first ship stitch. Hook a chain stitch. To the 5th loop, 5 single crochet hooks on the 5th loop. Finish with an increase. And then 5 single crochets. When we're done, we'll hook another increase. Finally, we'll do a ship stitch and then a chain stitch. And then the 6th slab. On the 6th loop, we'll hook 3 single crochets. When we're done, an increase. And then, hook 6 single crochet. And then an increase. Then 3 single crochet on the remaining 3 loops. Finish the loop. Ship stitch with the first stitch. Hook a chain stitch. And then we'll start the 7th loop. We'll start the 7th loop with 7 single crochets. When you're done, hook an increase. And then 7 single crochets. And finally an increase. Finish the round. Ship stitch with the first stitch. Hook a chain stitch. Starting the 8th loop. Start the 8th loop with 4 single crochet hooks. When you're done, hook an increase. Next, hook 8 single crochets. One increase after that. And then 4 single crochet hooks. Finish the round. Ship stitch with the first stitch. Hook a chain stitch. Then we'll start the 9th loop. Let's start with 9 single crochets. When you're done, hook an increase. Okay, and then we repeat this. Finish the hook. Then we'll make the 10th loop. Let's start the 10th loop with 5 single crochets. When you're done, hook an increase. Then we'll hook 10 single crochets. When we're done, we hook an increase. When we're done, we'll go ahead and hook 5 single crochets. Then with the first ship stitch, hook a chain stitch, and then we hook an 11th loop. For the 11th loop is 24 single crochets with no additions or subtractions. You can do it yourself. Next, we'll start the 12th loop. For the 12th round, we will crochet on the outer half stitch. Take a look at this. Single crochet, there are 2 lines here. And then on the side near us is the outer half stitch. We are about to start crocheting on top of this half stitch. And then tighten this coil first, and then on this chain stitch, hook for chain stitches 2 and 3. 4. Chain stitch. And then we, in the penultimate stitch, hook a double crochet. 1, 2, 3 on the penultimate stitch. Hook a double crochet. Let's see how to crochet a double crochet. And then we hook a half double crochet in the next loop. Okay, when we're done, let's go to the main body, and then we'll hook a single crochet here on the main body. And then pick the outer half stitch. And then we'll hook a half double crochet. Go to the next coil and hook a half double crochet, still picking up the outer half stitch. And then a single crochet in the outer half of the next loop. After the single crochet, we'll hook 6 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, hook a double crochet in the penultimate loop position. Then, keep hooking a double crochet. When you're done, hook a half double crochet. And then a single crochet. When we're done, we add a single crochet to the bodies, a single crochet on the outer half stitch, and then a half double crochet. Go to the next loop and hook a single crochet. When you're done, this is a single crochet. And then we repeat the hook. We're done with this loop. When we're done with this outer half stitch, we are going to stretch the loop and break the thread. Take this wire. Hide the end of the thread in. Just hide it in this head. And then we'll start the 12th loop. Inside half stitch. And then we'll start the 12th loop of the hook. Inner half stitch. Then we start to change the thread width. And then we start switching lines width. Let's hook the inner half of the 12th loop. After wrapping the thread and pinching the thread, you can leave it a little bit longer. Then find the location of the ship stitch, and then we'll insert the crochet hook. Wrap the thread. Hook a chain stitch, and then we start crocheting. Let's start with 7 single crochets. Insert the thread in the same place as before. First single crochet. Then we repeat the 7 single crochet hooks. After 7 single crochets, we hook and increase. Then we hook 11 more single crochets. Then we hook and increase. After this is done, for all the remaining coils we hook single crochet is fine. And then to the 13th lap, we are hooking 26 single crochets without adding or subtracting. You're on your own. For the 14th round, we are hooking 12 single crochets. 1 increase to a group. Repeat hooks for 2 groups. Finish the loop. By the 15th loop we have the same 28 single crochet hooks without adding or subtracting. This part is easier to do on your own. Next, we'll hook the 16th loop. Let's start with 3 single crochets. Then hook and increase. Then we hook 13 single crochets. Two. When we're done, we hook and increase. The increase is complete. For the remaining 10 coils, we'll hook single crochet. When we're done, ship stitch. Chain stitch, let's start hooking. For the 17th loop, we'll hook first 11 single crochet. And when we're done, we hook and increase. And then we'll hook 14 single crochets. Then we hook and increase. In 3 single crochet. Finish the circle. Ship stitch and then hook a chain stitch. And then we'll start the 18th loop. For the 18th loop, we'll start with 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, IV, V, VI, 7, and then hook and increase. Then we hook for single crochet. One, 2, 3. When we're done, we hook and increase. And then we'll hook 10 single crochets. After the 10 single crochets, we hook and increase. Then we hook for single crochets. And then we hook and increase. The rest, 3 single crochet. Ship stitch and then hook a chain stitch. Then an increase. And then 3 single crochet. After the ship stitch, then hook a chain stitch. And then for the 19th loop is 36 single crochets without adding or subtracting. You can do it yourself. and then we'll hook the 20th loop. For the 20th loop is 4 single crochet and 1 incrustation. Repeat for 5 sets of hooks. And then the last 6 stitches are left to hook 6 single crochets. Let's show you a set. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hook and increase. Repeat this for 1 set of increases. After the 20th loop, our 21st lap is 42 single crochets without adding or subtracting. After we've hooked, we can stretch the loop, and then break the thread. After we disconnect, we switch lines. Start hooking the bottom loop of cream. Switch to this white thread. Okay, let's start with the first stitch. Hook 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. After the 3 chain stitches are complete, let's go to the next coil. Next coil needs a hook. 5 half double crochet popcorn stitches. Take a look at this crochet stitch. Wrap the thread around and through this first loop. Then wind the wire and hook it out. Pull it up to the same height as the 3 chain stitches. Okay, this is an unfinished half double crochet. This popcorn pin is made of 5 unfinished half double crochet. So let's go ahead and hook. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have this half double crochet. When we're done, we'll wind it up, bringing all the coils at once. That's 1, 5. Half double crochet in popcorn stitch. And then we hook a chain stitch, and that's how a cream is done. And then we empty coil. Here is the next coil. Let's just leave it empty and unhooked. And then we go to the next coil. Hook a chain stitch and we continue. Hook 3 chain stitches. Then go to the next loop and hook a popcorn stitch. Next loop, we hook a 5 half double crochet popcorn stitch. Wrap the thread first, winding and pulling out, then pull to the same height. We repeat this for 5 sets. 2, 3, 4. Alright, when we're done, let's go around the wire. Hook through all the coils at the same time, and then hook a chain stitch. We repeat the hook. Let's finish the loop. After the main body is complete, we found the location of this shape stitch. Let's find the location of this shape stitch, and then we'll fold it from here. After we fold it, we turn it over. Turn over and find the middle stitch. And then we crochet through here. Start hooking this. The strapping part. The wire wrapping and taping part is 4 chain stitch. Chain stitch keeps repeating the braid stitch. Hook to your desired length, and then break the thread. After the disconnect, the same thing happens on the other side. Need to restart the line. When we're done taping, next, we'll start crocheting the little ball at the end of the tape. This little ball is magic ring. And now to the middle finger. Then hook 6 single crochet in this loop. When the 6 single crochets are done, find this thread. Tighten this coil. When we're done, we'll find the position of the first ship stitch. Place this thread on the crochet hook. And then, ship stitch, hook a chain stitch. When we're done, we'll start the second loop. The second loop here is 6 increase. This is an increase hook. Repeat this round for everyone. Then we'll start the third loop. The third loop is a single crochet, 1 increase for a group. Repeat after this loop. Start with a single crochet, next crochet, hook and increase. Alright everybody, repeat this round. Our third loop. Once we're done hooking, we can attach the straps to this piece of fabric. Let's take a look at this tip first. The very end of the tape is threaded through the suture needle, and then the suture needle is threaded through the suture needle into the center of the piece. About this position, and then let's go through. Coming through, you can combine this thread with and this white cotton thread here. This way you can also fix or just put this. Pull the straps over, pull it over and tie a knot. This will make it a little more secure. After tying a knot, you can cut the thread here. And then just bring it over. And then we move on to, and we'll start crocheting on this white piece. The fourth loop. We don't add or subtract on the fourth turn. 18 single crochets. You can do it yourself. After our fourth hook, let's go to the fifth loop. The fifth loop is a single crochet and a decrease as a group. Repeat after this loop. Let's see. Hook a single crochet, then a decrease. The decrease is to pick up 2 single crochet outside half stitches. Single crochet in 2. Merge 2 single crochets into 1. This is how it looks. And then a single crochet and a decrease. Repeat this for the rest of the round. Then we start the 6th and final loop. Hook 6 decreases. Finish with the first ship stitch. Our ball of cotton thread is almost complete. This thread can be stretched a little bit, and then stuff the cotton here. And then after we've stuffed the cotton, and that's the bulk of the ball. And then we're going to pull this thread out, leaving a little bit longer to break the line. And then we've got this. The ball is stuffed with cotton and then we sew it up. Here, after the cotton is stuffed with a sewing needle, pick this outer half stitch. Pick the outer half of the needle every other stitch. Then every other stitch. Adjust the outer half needle. After the search, we tighten this coil. And that's how we close the opening. After we've closed it up, we will go through the middle to hide the line. Hide the thread in this bowl. Now the bowl is complete. And then we do the same thing on the other side. And when we're done with the assembly, that's what it looks like. Well, that's what it looks like. And then everybody look at this one. The whole thing. When we're done, we'll start hooking the top strawberry. Again, we'll magic ring. Wire wrap. Then we'll start by hooking 4 single crochets in this loop. When we're done, we'll tighten the loop in the same way. Ship stitch in the first position. After the ship stitch is complete, hook a chain stitch. Let's go to the next loop. Hook a single crochet and an increase. Finish the loop. Hook first a single crochet and then an increase. Repeat with a single crochet, an increase, and after that we're done with the first stitch of the ship stitch. After the ship stitch is complete, we hook 6 increase. Let's see. 1, 2. This is a plus pin. Then we repeat this round. And when we're done with this loop, we're not adding or subtracting anything for laps 4 through 5, 12 single crochet. You can do it yourself. When we're done, we'll start the 6th lap. The 6th circle is a single crochet and a decrease. Repeat after this loop. Start with a single crochet, a decrease. Repeat to finish the hook. When we're done, we stretch the line long enough to break it. Then we stuff this with cotton. After stuffing it with cotton, use the sewing up this little bow of. Just tighten this opening. When this strawberry is done, we'll take out the green one. Thread through the sewing needle, and then from the strawberry tail position through the 4th to the position between the 5th row. Then pull the line out. This end can be left a little bit shorter here. And then we are going to go back through here, pass to the top where you just stitched it, and then pull the thread out. Leave a small coil here. And then the suture needle goes through this coil. A strawberry leaf is now complete. A strawberry leaf like this is finished. After that, we go from the center to the opposite side, 4 to 5 rows of positions. Put it in 5 rows and pull it out. After pulling it out, we'll enter the needle from here into the middle. Then leave a coil here with a sewing needle. Tensioning. Now the 2 leaves are finished. And then we're still going to go through the middle, to the middle of the 4th and 5th rows. Repeat this for 4 leaves. Hereafter the leaves are hooked, and then the green thread in the body, inside the body, back and forth, interspersed a few times. Once this is done, you can disconnect. Same thing on the other end. Once we've done that, we'll take this strawberry, sew it to the top or use hot melt adhesive. Just glue it to the top. Next we take out the different colored lines, and then for the top part of the head, make some little colored dots. Okay, let's take a look. Suture needle first. After we pass through this suture, we'll take the inside, and then we're going to come out, leave a little thread on, and then we take it from here. And then we go straight round to the other side. Let's see what it looks like after the hook. Let's go around to the other side. It's just a repeat of this operation and then with a different line. After stitching this color, let's turn this head over. Turn it over and tie these 2 threads together. Tie a dead knot. The excess can then be cut off. And that's how we crochet this cream birthday hat. Let's have a look.